Fat. Taff. See? It worked that time. And you can do stuff like notes. So, blah, blah. Lab. Shoo. Hey. Yeah. The sound has to match in reverse. That's the hard part. Hello. Hello. Ole. That's really hard. Notes, simple notes are easy. Ooh. Ho. 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 Ooh. Yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, leap. Oh. Oh, oh, boo. Yeah. Yeah, well, it's hard. I don't know if you kind of got the idea. It's supposed to get longer and longer. And you can reverse a song and add a sound and add to the tail. And it'll check to see if you did it well enough. But you notice it waits for the mic input. So it's computing checking with the noise floor and stuff. So let's look at the code for that now, because I have that right here. And it's called Pong na Pong, I think. Maybe not. I think it's called Pong na Pong. And probably audio model. Yeah, we can. This doesn't look right. Yeah, this is going to be some messy code, but okay, so the profiling noise part. Probably in the audio callback, right? Okay, so minrec dB is what I want to find. Is recording. Okay, so we start out at -42 arbitrarily. And the next time, so we take the minimum, I think. Let's see. What kind of function is this? This is the record function. So this is within the audio callback, I guess, or an analysis of the audio callback. So we set the minimum record dB to be an average, which is looks like we compute a total, and that is just we just take the absolute value. Yeah, that's another way to do it. That could be a little better than what we're doing right now. So I might change over to this setup with an average, just the absolute value average. The advantage is you don't have to do any other math and you just drop the I mean, for a float it's pretty easy. An average, I mean an absolute value instruction is pretty easy because you just drop the negative bit. So I mean it's a lot better than even multiplying numbers together and averaging and squaring them or whatever. I mean, and getting the square root and adding them together and stuff. I kind of forgot about this. I don't know, I mean I just came up with this idea myself, so I don't know. Usually you see, I mean in engineering papers you'll see like root mean squared or just the squared average. But I want to double check. I'm just curious. This is a signal processing thing. Absolute value average audio. Yeah, this might be a question to ask on like hydrogen audio or something. This is interesting. Oops. For stereo, input the average. Okay, this is their ad hoc function, effect function, so we can't look at that. Yeah, it's funny, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I mean, it's funny how little. Sometimes it's very hard to find documentation on the web. I mean, I have a lot of audiobooks, but even they will prefer to talk about the more complicated stuff. This is kind of a basic thing, but it's something that's very fundamental. And because we're not like, we care about the practical application. This kind of stuff is actually a lot more important. So I'm gonna, yeah, for example, here's a book called Digital Processing of Speech Signals. Yeah, digital processing of speech signals. Yeah. And just look at the table of contents. I'm just curious about the consequences if you use something like that. I don't see, I mean, the case where you would lose some information is, no, I really don't know, because the root mean squared kind of will have a very similar effect and value at the end. In fact, isn't it exactly the same? Hold on. Let me type root mean squared versus root mean RMS. Here you go. Here you go. So I've always wondered about the obsession with RMS in the realm of power. RMS converges statistically, and absolute value of averages does not. One of the problems with the mean of absolute value is difficulty in algebraic analysis. RMS is continuous. Okay, yeah, that's what I suspected. Because, like, for math stuff, absolute functions are scary. You get that kind of discontinuity. The absolute operator is not smooth. In particular, yeah, I said that. It's been a while. Convexity. It's the problem of least squares. Yeah, it looks like, I mean, smart sounding people, but no one with an answer. And it's surprising how many times it happens on the internet. But look at this. They talk about RMS, and they talk about they don't talk about absolute. Nope, not found. Okay, maybe there'll be one more. Absolute average value. I think I'm going to make a post about this. I mean, RMS. Yeah, it's funny how hard it is to find that. Okay, I'm just going to use that stuff, and I'm going to take a quick look in this book, a couple other audio books. Might say something about RMS. And yeah, it'll be fun. We can maybe go through these kind of books and implement a couple funny effects, maybe using things that weren't meant to be effects. I was looking for RMS. Not there. How about power? Yeah, this kind of stuff I really don't expect to find in these books either, because these are mathematical. These are books that basically are the result of papers submitted to like IEEE journals and conferences, so they have this mathematical binding. So they'll tend to use these standards. Another one is maybe applications of digital signal processing to audio and acoustics. Yes. Here you are. Yeah. 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 And it's a nice book.